Thursday, the 15th, and Natalia is been having eye strain, and it's been seriously affecting workflow, and pretty painful. We think it's from micro movements of her eyes. Hard computer work. Of course we do blue light blockers, but we're sort of narrowed it down, and we think it's just generally the micro movements. She probably reads, I don't know, 200, 300,000 words, a month. And she's been, working and doing other projects outside of work. So that's more strain. She's been reading in her personal time, which is more strain. So it's building up. Anyway, so here I'll show you. So here, anything you want to say to everybody? Oh, you're your boo-boo. And your boo-boo-chan.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This has been a little bit of a weird, slow, painful week, and I thought I would kind of sit outside. I'm in the hay barn right now, just kind of tell you what's going on. So today is Friday, September 16th, and I am not inside working on my computer like I typically would be. This week has been a struggle for me due to computer eye fatigue. Now, I've been worried about my eyes for a couple of years now. I've talked about this in previous videos, and I've talked about the kind of like eye care monitor I got and my blue light blockers, like everything that I've been doing for my eyes, but unfortunately, that hasn't been enough, and it's kind of caught up with me. So for the past week, my eyes have been so painful and just like aching so bad that I have not been able to get my work done. I've still been working on the computer every morning earlier in the week before I realized how severe my eye pain was, before I realized like, oh, this isn't just letting up, this isn't just like a one-day headache. I was working pretty full days, but the past couple days I've only been able to work a few hours. And if you don't know, since I know that this is my second channel, I work full-time as a book editor, and I absolutely love what I do. But because of that, because of the work I do, I'm on the computer all day, at least 5 days a week. I'm usually on the computer a minimum of 10 hours a day. And it has caught up to me. It has caught up to my eyes. I've been in so much pain this week. I have had to have all of the windows closed. I've had to lie down and ice my face. Greg has forced me. I did not want to, but Greg has kind of, we've been talking, and he really told me, like, you need to give yourself days off. If your cup is full and you're not really giving yourself time away from the screens to empty it out, then this problem probably isn't going to get it's not going to get better. And it just feels like my body is finally saying, you can't do this. Like, you really need to take a break. And I don't, deep inside, I don't want to, because I love my work. And also, if I'm not working, I'm falling behind. That's like how packed my schedule is. So I'm definitely feeling a little bit anxious today, just knowing like there's a lot of work sitting there. But the moment I go and get back on that computer, it just makes the pain worse. It prolongs the pain. So I'm trying to be calm and take a bit of time away from the screens. Greg is working today, of course. He is going to wrap up a little bit early, and we're going to go on a date tonight at the new little vegan diner that opened up about, 30 to 45 minutes, kind of depending on the traffic from where we live. I just wanted to give you an update in terms of how this week has been going and why I'm not working today. So let's go and see what I can get up to away from the screens. It has been a really nice day so far. Yesterday is when I kind of sat down in the hay barn and told you about the eye strain and the eye pain and problems I've been having this week. Today is my first full day away from screens and away from even reading. I'm trying really hard not to read anything because of all the little micro movements that's required of my eyes when I'm reading small print. And I feel like I've already noticed a difference. I also iced my eyes last night. Greg read a book to me. I absolutely love when he sits down and he'll read to me, or sometimes I will read to him whatever, nonfiction or novel we're reading. So I had an ice pack on my eyes, and Greg read to me for, 45 minutes or something. It is a little tricky figuring out what to do when I can't read and I can't get on screens. Those are things that I do all the time. So today, Greg and I went to a little national park near us. It's very close to where we live, but we have never gone there before. So we went there today, we walked around. It was so cool. We learned that the area where we live at 8,400 feet in elevation used to be underwater. It used to be a lake. There were redwoods here. I learned so much about this area that I didn't know. So that was really fun. And then when we got home, I started cooking and cleaning because those are things that I enjoy. They don't require a screen and they don't require me to read anything. So I did a little bit of laundry. Some of it is still hanging out to dry. What else did I do? I made homemade hummus. I have chili cooking in the crock pot right now. I have homemade seedy crackers in the oven. Those are gonna beep any minute. And then tonight, I think I'm gonna make some cornbread to go with our chili. I really have just fallen in love with cooking since we moved in here. So I cook all the time now. I cook and I bake, and it brings me a lot of joy. That's the washing machine. So far today, I have found quite a few things to do. Granted, it's also beautiful. It is really early fall right now. The wind has returned. We had a terribly, terribly windy winter. And I believe the Farmer's Almanac said that it's going to be another cold, windy winter, and the wind has already arrived. It was really windy yesterday, and it's been windy all day today. So I feel like fall and winter are really blowing in, and I'm not really looking forward to wind again this year. It's really bitter cold, and it's hard to work with horses and care for horses in the wind because they can spook easily. You're trying to put a winter blanket on them because a blizzard's coming in and it's a windstorm and the blanket is flapping, and it's just difficult. It makes things more difficult than they need to be. So not looking forward to another windy winter, but we'll see. We'll see what the season brings. So once this has cooled, I will cut it into squares and toss it in some Tupperware, and I'll have some seedy crackers for the hummus I made, or even, to eat with our chili. Hi, Bobo. Bobo's been a little bit of a troublemaker today, huh? Yes, you're cute.
Oi. Much better, huh?
Oh, much better. Good boy. You feeling better, handsome guy?
Oh boy. Look.
What?
Look. Turn your camera.
So going along with the theme of a difficult week, Ty actually colicked this week. He ended up colicking on Monday night, and what you see here is Tuesday morning. We went out early to check on him and make sure he was feeling okay, and thankfully everything was all right. The vet got here probably within 45 minutes of our first call to her. She was able to treat Ty, and he was feeling pretty good. Not totally back to normal, but he was feeling good by probably about 9:30, 10 on Monday night. So of course that was really stressful. Anybody who knows horses knows that colic is an emergency and it can turn into a potentially life-threatening situation very quickly. So we were really grateful that the vet got out here as quickly as she did, and we're even more grateful that Ty is feeling better. But yeah, all is well. Ty is feeling good, and I just wanted to kind of document this and share it, especially considering that, again, this was a very difficult week on multiple fronts.